Croeso, this is James, aka JP Harker, coming to you with another video. This is going to be a short video on Welsh pronunciation. A lot of the names in my books, especially the Caledon books and the Caledon universe, are Welsh or Welsh sounding. It's me briefly going to pimp Quiet Thunder, which is the latest. And if you're pronouncing a name in your own head while you're reading, you say it however you like. When I read a spy book, if there's Russian names in there, I know I'm not saying them right and it doesn't matter, it's in my own mind. If, however, you'd like to know this is how the author wanted it pronounced, or this is how it would be pronounced in that country, then I thought I'd go through some of the characters and places and give a quick outline for you. A good rule of thumb with Welsh names is to, if you see an A, pronounce it as an A. You very rarely see an A sound or an R sound with an A spelling in Welsh. So in original Caledon Saga we had Rhianwen, not Rhianwen or Rhianwen or whatever. And I'm guilty of this. The Knight of the Round Table Gawain, it really should be Gawain. I just pronounce it that way because it's habit that I've grown up with. Because everyone says Gawain, it should be Gawain. But that's a good rule of thumb with that. The other one that tends to throw people off is a Y, because it can be either an or an E, as in the name Tywyn, which is a place name with two Ys, and they make different sounds. And it's where I suspect George Martin got the name Tywyn, but that's a long thing that we can go off on, because there's also T-Wyn, which could mean a white house, and there's a little gag that there's a little roof, like an umlaut, and it's a white house without a roof. And it's Welsh humour, you'll get used to it one day. Up the English, that's the only thing you really need to know. Anyway, I'm going to get onto this actual list in case people would like to know. So, protagonist of Quiet Thunder is Caledon. If you can roll your R's, brilliant, it makes Welsh sound better. You can say Caledon if you want, doesn't matter. But Caledon is the protagonist. We've got Allard, we've got Rodrig, the stable master. An RH in Welsh you do sort of pronounce the H, but it's a subtle thing, it's Rodrig, rather than just Rodrig. And it's the same with the fairly common modern Welsh name Rhodri. We've got Caledon's sister, which is Lydian, Father Berwen, the steward Moelin, that's a Y pronounced as an I. We've got Teleri, that's a little nod for people who know their Tolkien. We've got Kentin, Hallan and Cethid, who are other people of the same tribe. We've got Hendin, which is another bit of an in-joke, because Hendin can mean old man. Balor, not Baelor as one sees in Game of Thrones, but Balor is one of the villains, one of the Sadii. So is Randen, Kayla, Struna, and Iwan. That's one that I know is going to throw people, because it's spelt with a Y. But it's like the name Iwan McGregor, or Ewan McGregor as people anglicise it. But that's where that name comes from. We've also got the druid Geralt. If you see a double L in Welsh, it's a ll sound. Again, you don't have to you're reading it in your own head, it's fine. But if you want to know this is what it sounds like, it's not Geralt, it's Geralt in Welsh. I've got a couple of people who are not really characters in Quiet Thunder, but who are mentioned because they're characters in the main saga, and the main ones for those are Bedwyr and Rhianwen, shortened to Rhea in the Caledon books. I don't think she is in this because they don't know her. We've got some gods, Taran, that's fairly easy, Marna, that's fairly easy, and Airada. A-E-R is Air. It'd be the same if it was an A-U-R, it means gold. We've also got the 4 tribes who are involved in this, which is the Seirii, who are sort of the baddies, the Catuvani, who are sort of the goodies, and mentioned but not really part of it are the Caderin and the Gorvikai. Now, there are lots more on this list, but I'm not just going to sit here and read a dramatis personae, and that's me doing terrible Latin pronunciation. I just thought I'd give you a rough idea of here is how Welsh sounds, here's how the names should sound. If you want to have them sound like that in your own head, go for it. So, dyna sut mae'r Gymraeg yn swnio. That's how the Welsh sounds, and that's how a Welsh sentence sounds. Congratulations. As I said, a short video, just a little something to go with the book. So, I'm going to wave it up again, purely for the sake of self-publicising, so look at that. And I've also got my Welsh dictionary, because putting it into context. Go out, buy Quiet Thunder, read Quiet Thunder, and when you do, say the names right. This is James, aka JP Harker. Will out.